Hello everybody and welcome back to Hutan Pantai. So we're in a position now where we have all of our fields planted for our final year. But we do have other jobs to do before we can move on through the year to get to that time when we can harvest, like feeding the water buffalo. Now there's probably not that much more feeding of the water buffalo that I want to do. We're going to make sure we make all the TMR from the ingredients we have in here, which is probably still over 500,000 litres. But then after that, we'll probably wind down and sell the water buffalo. Yeah, we've got 68,000 litres of silage, no hay, so we do need to make more hay. We've got the straw, and yeah, 645,000 litres of TMR. So really it is only, I don't know, half a field of hay that needs to go into there. I think a full field is usually over 100,000 litres. So yeah, we probably don't need to do a big field. I suppose we could do the tiny field that we were going to sell one final time and then sell it. That would work. But yeah, we are really turning attention to the temple and making sure it is finished. So we know that it is going to take a lot more beam pallets, but we're almost there for the long plank pallets. I think we're going to end up buying some of the beam pallets, but as I've said all along, we are not finishing the series until that temple is done, and I'm really hoping that I'm going to just be able to work super hard and get it done for episode 200. I'm not really worried. I think it's very doable. I think it is very doable. I think we'll do it. But I am inclined to start buying beam pallets. Now the three sawmills that we have are all currently working. They're making everything they can do. So we're just going to try and get ahead a bit further by buying even more. Yes, I thought it might want to dump. There we go. It needs to do it through the walking floor. So I'm just going to shuttle a few loads of TMR and then we can move on to another job and hopefully move on to another day, another month. Because I think once the TMR is done, that is everything. Like, we don't need to buy the new pallets of beams in this month because the temple already has loads. We just need to buy beams. If you get what I mean. It will use them eventually. It needs to use them before the end. Done it again. Okay, so anyway, this is going to be enough for this shed. Just leave it to do that. I'm going to get into a different machine, whichever tractor is available. Okay, no tractors are available at the top farm. We'll take this back then. We'll go and get a load with the forage wagon, and then we can unload that into the other shed. And then I think that will do us nicely. Yeah, mustn't forget next month to flood the long grain rice field just here and reflood the standard rice. Right, so this will be enough to fill the trough here. It's actually a really good capacity, and actually I don't know if it does fit through the door, but it doesn't need to fit through the door. Okay, but technically it doesn't because the TMR is going through the roof, through the roller door. But yeah, there we go. That's fine, we'll leave it at that. And I've just realised we do have several other products as well that need to be moved. So we've got wool, as always, milk, and eggs. Well, the wool is very simple. We can just move it to the side. Just needs to be out of the trigger. Start to make a pile again. And yeah, well, we need the lorry really. We just take this back up to the top farm. We'll leave that there for another time, and we'll go and grab a flatbed trailer. We could use the curtain slider. I'm kind of tempted. Although it's not in the best... But how did I even get it there? I don't know how I got it there. Yeah. I wish you could lower the rear axle. Like, remove the air out of the system to lower it. Because we can't slide underneath. You can do it on ETS 2, but you can't do it in Farming Simulator, which is unfortunate. Okay, yeah, just going to have a quick tidy up, and I'll see you in May. Well, we're going to have a quick stop off at the spinnery, because we do have more wool, and this is the best month for wool. But you can see every time we're making it 200,000 pounds, it's become too easy. And at the start of the series, probably for the first, I don't know, 30 episodes, it felt almost impossible. As soon as you've got the productions, you just succeed, and it's just like a house on fire, really. That's just how it gets on. It gets on really, really well. I think these pallets were just produced in 1 month, and that alone is another like £32,000. Unbelievable. Okay, let's go through to May. At least everything is a bit tidier. We'll put next to this pallet of beams, because that is going to be a sign of things to come in the next month. So yeah, I'm hoping by the end of this episode we will have bought quite a few pallets of beams. And maybe we will have produced quite a lot as well. Let's find out. Yep, so going through to 9 AM. This should be good enough. Yes, the final harvest is getting closer. Closer and closer all the time, which means the end of the series is getting closer too. Hello. But it's going to be sad and a good thing, I think, moving on from this series, because I do love it. I do love this map. But at the same time, I do want to experience some other maps, and I can't really do that when I'm doing this series at the same time, so... yeah, it's going to be good and bad. Okay, let me just spin round. I'm just going to have to pick up this one, and then we'll head down to the sawmill. Maybe I shouldn't use this trailer, actually. Probably not the best one to do planks with. Well, it wouldn't be too bad. But I'll use the flatbed. There we go, we've got our cargo. I'm feeling fully loaded. Six here. Oh dear. Nasty. Whilst we're passing, let's do the water. Water deluge. And I need to put my running shoes on because we need to get to the other one. Super speed. Okay, let's water deluge this one as well. So yeah, they look nice, these fields. Very, very vibrant colours. Amazing. And now we can we can get over to the last sawmill, which is going to hopefully have the most. But we're a little thin on the ground at the moment. We don't have that many planks or beams. But we're going to go to the temple after this, and then we'll go to the warehouse and we'll buy a load. I don't know how much they are, but we've just sold so much products, so many different products, and we can basically just treat it as a swap. So we swap like £1 million worth of products, dairy products, for wooden products. Biggest problem is we're going to have quite a few pallets of wood chips which we'll have to filter out. Oh dear, there's only 3. I was expecting more. Why is it? Oh, it's because we're just doing beams. I got it right. Okay. So yes, what we'll do is we'll just filter that to beams only. So we go T. Okay, Euro pallet or all. Is it not even detecting those ones? Oh no. Oh dear. Oh, we'll just stack and then remove them. That'll be fine. Still got my running shoes on. That wasn't supposed to happen. Okay, there we go. So we've got 7 pallets of wooden beams and 3 pallets of long planks, which I think actually is quite good considering only one of these sawmills is producing long planks. We don't need as many. I'll have a quick... Okay, I wasn't planning on a quick swim, but we're going for a quick swim. I was going to have a quick progress update, but now I'm stuck in this very beautiful pond. A rock. That will do nicely. Oh no! What if I go down here? People around here must think I'm very strange. The delivery driver has just literally gone for a swim. Okay, there we go. I'll try not to do that again. So this one is almost finished. You can see it's doing the roof. It's very strange how it looks when it's doing... Oh, not again. Oh no. Right, anyway, yeah, it looks weird when it's still being built. It's like the roof is... Obviously it's not there, but it just doesn't look right the way it's done. It doesn't have any kind of supports or anything. Now, how much is this going to cost, I wonder? As I said, we're still making our own. It's just we're trying to complete it. We're just trying to get enough materials in there in a very short period of time. So, I think, well, we'll just, for a start, we'll just get all wooden beams. That's £125,000. So they're not cheap. I knew they wouldn't be cheap. Right, so that is the limit. Because we do have a bit of a space restriction, we're going to have to use the Kubota. But if I set this to collect, hopefully that's going to just pick them up as we deliver them. If I've done it right. If I haven't done it right, then we'll just have to press the button. Wow. Yeah, well, maybe we could just drive up through here, actually. We wouldn't be able to reach the far ones. Although this is going to seem a bit more professional. Let's just test to make sure I've set it up right first of all. Great, wow, I can't believe I actually did it correctly. So we'll just keep going until the lorry is full. It's going to be more than 10, I suppose. I don't know, be interesting to find out. That's quite an impressive reach. Really not bad at all, that. Now, we can probably go a little bit higher if we really wanted to, but that's likely enough. If I keep going, I'm going to flip it, which, although might be quite entertaining, happens all too often, and it would not be good. So yeah, we'll just leave that there. Let's strap on. So it looks like 29. I could have pushed that to 30 if I'd put 3 on the front. But yeah, 29, 30 seems to be the limit each time. But that's not bad. I think we need about 120 still, beam pallets. So, well, if we just gradually deliver about 30 at a time, doesn't sound that gradual, but you know, every few months, then we will soon get there. Here we go. Of course, we do get paid a fairly significant sum of money back again. So that seems really good. It's win-win in my opinion. Right, so it's just time. It is just time that we're waiting for. So we're going to move on to this one probably in the next month or so. Oh, it's done it. It's done inside the roof. Oh, nice. Maybe now then it's going to move on to this. And then we just have this area here. Let me just remove that super speed. It's annoying me, so if it's annoying you, I'm not surprised. Do apologise. I am annoying. Right, we'll just see exactly what it's doing. I suspect it's doing roof tiles. Yeah, well, roof plates as this game's always called them. I don't know why. It's a bit of a mystery. But yeah, that's looking really, really promising. We'll give it a bit more time to process things, and then we can come back with some more materials very, very soon. So it's May. I don't think there'll be anything to do. Well, the olive grove will need to be fertilised. No doubt the cows, water buffalo, have eaten all their food. Oh wow, they haven't! They actually have something left. Can you believe it? How much milk do we have? 17,500 litres. Okay. Chickens need food. Ah, yes. Well, chickens need food, so what I would do is I'll get the wheel loader, wherever that may be. Yes, and we will use this big bucket to feed them, because I actually have a pile of barley which should have rotted by now, but it hasn't. I've got a pile of barley that needs to be put into their feed trough, so we're going to tidy that up. It's way overdue. It's gone hard. The pile of barley, that is. Oh, there we go. We've broken through that crust from it just sitting here for many, many months. Probably a year, or maybe even more than a year. But yeah, 10,000 litres in the bucket. I didn't even know we had that much there. But it should be taken. Hopefully it will be accepted here. Yep. Nope. Kind of. I think it did try and take some, but you just got to hit the trigger. I think it's full, actually. No, it's completely empty, which means it's not working. I will put it in a trailer. It'll be much easier. Pick it up for a second time, and now I've really made a mess of it. Yeah, I always find that when you've got a load in the bucket and you're trying to scoop up a little piece, it never really works. You've got to empty the bucket. I think one of our tractors, probably the class tractor, is sat here with a trailer. It is. Here we go. We'll put it in here first. Look at all those dairy products again. Yes, it's just going to take a little bit of tidying up, and then we can give both of the enclosures a nice good load of barley so we can produce more eggs. But you know, we've definitely hit that stage, right? We have £2.5 million, and even when I just go crazy and spend whatever I just spent on beams, we then just feel like we've made it all back again because we just sold them again. It's become so easy. It has become too easy. That's why I love the Survival Challenge series, because you get that satisfaction from starting from nothing, and you do still get to the stage where you succeed, but it takes a lot longer, And I always find that when you get to that stage where you succeed, it's no longer as fun.
We've got a bit of competition here. Bit of sorghum.
Yeah, well, the barley's going to take priority. I'll ram that sorghum out of the way. Come on, Dennis. There we go. Right, okay. We've done it. So, I think, yeah, we're going to leave this episode here, but next time I'm going to fertilise the olives if I haven't done so already. I don't think I have done. And then we can, well, potentially do hay. We might do hay. But I just want to pasture the months. I want to get into harvest. We'll probably just move on to harvest. We will see. But thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And until next time, see you again soon. Bye for now.